In maritime history, few vessels captivate like the RMS Titanic, a ship of dreams symbolizing human ambition. She embarked on her maiden voyage from Southampton on April 10, 1912. Destination, New York City. Passengers from all walks of life. The atmosphere was electric. The Titanic was a floating palace. Luxury and opulence defined her. Yet an undercurrent of hubris lingered. Many claimed she was unsinkable. The legend of the Titanic has been shrouded in myths and misconceptions, often obscuring the true nature of the tragedy. One of the most pervasive myths is that the Titanic was deemed unsinkable. While the Titanic was indeed designed with advanced safety features for her time, such as watertight compartments, the notion of her being unsinkable was more of a marketing tactic than a technical reality. Another misconception concerns the actions of Captain Edward Smith. He's often portrayed as reckless, steaming through icy waters at high speed. However, while the Titanic was traveling at a relatively fast pace, it was not unusual for ships at the time. Moreover, Captain Smith had received iceberg warnings and adjusted the ship's course accordingly. The tragedy cannot be solely attributed to his actions. It is crucial to separate fact from fiction when examining the Titanic disaster. While human error undoubtedly played a role, a confluence of factors contributed to the sinking. These factors included the limitations of early 20th century technology, communication breakdowns, and a series of unfortunate events that compounded the initial collision. On the night of April 14, 1912, the seemingly invincible Titanic met her match in iceberg. At 11:40 p.m. ship's time, the lookout sounded the alarm, but it was too late. The Titanic, despite evasive maneuvers, grazed the iceberg along her starboard side. The impact, while not catastrophic on its own, proved fatal. The iceberg's jagged edge tore open several of the ship's watertight compartments, allowing seawater to flood in. Panic began to set in as the enormity of the situation became clear. The Titanic's crew, realizing the severity of the damage, sent out distress signals into the night. However, the closest ship capable of providing assistance, the Carpathia, was hours away. As the Titanic slowly sank, chaos and desperation gripped the passengers and crew. The lifeboats, tragically, could only accommodate about half of those on board. The women and children first protocol was followed, leading to heart-wrenching scenes of families being torn apart. Some clung to hope, while others resigned themselves to their fate. At 2:20 a.m. on April 15th, the Titanic, once a symbol of human aspiration, disappeared beneath the waves, taking with her the lives of over 1,500 souls. Section 4. Stories of Courage, Heroism and Sacrifice on the Titanic. In the face of unimaginable terror, stories of extraordinary courage and selflessness emerged from the sinking Titanic. The band, led by Wallace Hartley, continued to play, their music a source of comfort and solace amidst the chaos. The wireless operators, Jack Phillips and Harold Bride, tirelessly sent out distress signals until the very end, their heroic efforts ultimately leading to the rescue of over 700 lives. Countless acts of bravery unfolded that night. Passengers gave up their spots on lifeboats for others, mothers placed their children in the arms of strangers, and crew members worked relentlessly to maintain order and assist passengers. One such story is that of the Strauss family. Isidore Strauss, co-owner of Macy's department store, refused to board a lifeboat while younger men were still waiting. His wife, Ida, chose to stay by his side, their love story becoming a testament to unwavering devotion. These acts of heroism remind us that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can shine through. Section 5. Remembering the Titanic, Lessons Learned and Legacies. The sinking of the Titanic sent shockwaves around the world. It served as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the limits of human ambition. In the aftermath of the tragedy, inquiries were launched leading to significant improvements in maritime safety regulations. These included the establishment of the International Ice Patrol to monitor icebergs in the North Atlantic shipping lanes, the requirement for ships to carry enough lifeboats for all passengers and crew, and the implementation of 24-hour radio monitoring. The Titanic disaster also had a profound impact on popular culture. The story has been told and retold through books, films, and documentaries, ensuring that the memory of those who perished lives on. Yet beyond the tragedy, the Titanic's story is also one of human resilience, compassion, and the enduring power of hope. It reminds us that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit can endure, and that lessons learned from past tragedies can pave the way for a safer future.